This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. Welcome, Jason Walker Show on this final Tuesday of November. Got a big one coming up. University of Montana did something super awesome, and we'll talk to Weyler Jacobsen about it coming up. Also, our Auto Contest Performance of the Week. Get you set for the National Finals Rodeo, which starts on Thursday. Kind of snuck up on us a little bit. In this day in history, much more still to come as well. You can watch on Facebook and Twitter. The Walk Up, brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Check them out at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving weekend. I had to cook on the Traeger, which was tough. So 4 years ago, I guess, the wife and I think someone was sick, so we couldn't have Thanksgiving with her family. So we just kind of had one of her coworkers over. I found a Traeger recipe for smoked turkey breasts, and ever since then, and then the next year, her family, we did it, and then the next year, and now I've been voluntold that I get to do it every year from now on. It's a really good recipe. Turkey comes out super moist, and just, it's really good. But yeah, hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Got a little windy over the weekend as well, but still a good one. Hope you got your hunting done, and it was good for you. Start with some sad news today out of Montana State, and that is the fact that Ginny Hunt passed away over the weekend. She was Montana State's athletic director back in, the start of Title IX, really. And I mean, she was 86, passed away Friday in Iowa. Tried to play basketball. Obviously, they couldn't. So she said in high school, she vowed at that time she'd become a facilitator for change. Went to Worcester, Ohio, the college there, was a PE teacher, assistant professor, associate professor, and in 1970, she was the first director of athletics at Worcester College, and then in 1977 became the AD at Montana State, which is fantastic. And what she did for sports at Montana State, and it said it in the Montana State press release, her first basketball game she went to for the MSU women, there was 250 people there. When she retired as AD, there were over 5,000. And Montana State won its first ever Big Sky Championship. Ginny Hunt was around not only women's athletics, but Bobcat athletics as a whole, and respected nationally, respected obviously in the state. She hired some amazing coaches in her time and was just an ambassador for women's athletics. And with this being the 50th year of Title IX, I guess it's fitting that she left a legacy like she did, and left us all. And I got to know her a little bit when I was doing PA announcing, especially for the women, because I did volleyball to start and women's basketball to start before I moved on to men and women basketball and volleyball, and then football, of course, too. So Ginny Hunt will be forever remembered, as she is a true Bobcat for sure. There are some other issues at Montana State that are not good, and that is the defensive coordinator, Willie Mac Garza, will miss Saturday's game with Weber State. He was suspended for a game, and reports coming out, court documents that he was cited for driving under the influence earlier this month. Happened after the Cat Griz game, which apparently was also his birthday, and the Cat defense played really well in that game. Here's Bobcat head coach Brent Vegan in his press conference.
Well, I'll just
maybe if we can get this going. Here we go. Let's try this.
I'll address the most immediate release we made. We all have a responsibility to each other, to our team, to our university, to our community to make decisions with all those entities in mind, and Coach Garza failed to do so, and because of that, we'll be serving a one-game suspension this Saturday, and that's all I'm going to comment on it at this point.
So that was yesterday at Montana State's Brent Vegan press conference, talking about Willie Mac Garza. So the statement from Bobcat Athletics today, quote, "The university does not comment on personnel matters, won't have any additional information about this matter beyond what we released previously," end quote. Per court documents, the 53-year-old was pulled over about 10:30 the night of the Cat Griz game for going 45 and a 25, in addition to being alleged of driving under the influence and operating a vehicle with an out-of-state driver's license beyond 60 days of living in the state. He was hired in January. You heard what Coach Vegan had to say. This, according to court documents, his license from Texas expired November 16th, 3 days before. But if his birthday was the 19th, that doesn't make any sense. According to the traffic stop, court documents, he had a strong odor, refused a preliminary breathalyzer, apparently got sick at the hospital, was placed in their care. His attorney, Elizabeth Montoya, offered no comment to 406emptysports.com. He refused the breathalyzer. That's an automatic suspension of a driver's license. His attorney and himself have filed a request for a hearing regarding that suspension, arguing that the MHP officer failed to properly and timely inform Garza of all the consequences of a refusal, calling it a violation of his due process rights. Vegan and Garza go way back to Vegan's days at Wyoming. And Garza, he worked there for less than 4 months. October 2019, charged with misdemeanor DUI and speeding, pled not guilty, but resigned less than 2 weeks later. 2003, as an assistant at TCU, charged with DUI, DWI. He resigned in October of 2003. So hopefully he can get the help that he needs. So there you go. Griz got a big win. They will travel to North Dakota State. Big come-from-behind win over Southeast Missouri on Saturday under the lights at, three-quarter full Washington Grizzly Stadium. Good win. Got a couple of kick returns for touchdowns. One punt, one kick. Malik Flowers, Junior Bergen getting it done. And that's a big win for Montana. And now they get to go to North Dakota State, which I didn't know this till yesterday. But North Dakota State has never hosted Bobby Hauck. Interesting. He's never been there. I did see on the Twitter yesterday, this is funny. Griz had their press conference, like they do. And Eli Alford, a Griz defensive lineman, was quoted as saying, "It'll be fun," talking about North Dakota State. "It'll be fun to go against a good offensive line." Apparently he forgot about what happened 2 weeks ago in Bozeman. I guess it wasn't a lot of fun. He got smoked for 400 some yards rushing. But There you go. Cats get Weber. Weber holding off North Dakota on Saturday in the first round of the playoffs. So the Cats and Weber rematch. Bobcats won that game 6 weeks ago. Cats gave up a punt return and a kick return for touchdowns. I was talking to a guy Sunday night, feels that maybe the Bobcats feel like they let one almost get away. Of course, they were benefited by the 4 bad snaps that went for safeties, an FCS record. Actually, I think it's a college football record in general. So there's that. It'll be interesting to see if Weber State goes back to that same long snapper that had those issues in Bozeman 6 weeks ago. So, speaking of Grizzly news, and it is fantastic Grizzly news. And you know me, I'm a Bobcat through and through. But I've always preached about the respect I have for Robin Selvig. And I've wondered for a long time why the court at Dahlberg Arena was not named after Robin Selvig. Now it's happening. 865 wins, 511 of which came in Dahlberg. And it will be come February 11th. University of Montana announced yesterday, officially, Robin Selvig Court. That is awesome. Congratulations to Coach Selvig. He will be, Montana's home floor is just the 5th at the D1 level to be named for a school's women's coach. We know about Pat Summitt at Tennessee, Kay Yao at North Carolina State, Gary Blair, Texas A&M, and Arkansas Little Rock's Joe Foley, and now Robin Selvig Court. It is truly awesome. And I could not be more proud. There's a guy that doesn't, he's humble as can be. And I mean, the success, they were 40-2 in conference tournament games at home. Lady Griz. 511 overall wins at home. And Coach Selvig saying in the UN press release that it'll make him think about the teams and players every time he sees it. He's so humble. He added, that's what it'll be, a reminder of all the teams and all the players. A lot of people were involved. But it's super cool. Super, super cool. Speaking of which, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and when we return, we're going to talk with Linda Weyler Jacobsen. She played for Robin Selvig in those Lady Griz in Dahlberg Arena, and now it'll be Robin Selvig Court. And I have an idea for when they play Weber of what the Lady Griz should wear. And they're only one of, I think, 4 colleges and universities to still use Lady moniker in their mascot. Lady Vols, Lady Texters at Louisiana Tech, and then, of course, the Lady Griz. And there's one more, and I can't remember it right now. So, by the way, your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, and I stopped into Auto Concepts. Monday, my cattle guard, that's what I call it, grew up with it. The bumper guard and grill guard will go on my truck Monday. Ordered it from Auto Concepts last week, and I cannot wait to get it on there, driving back and forth to Great Falls. And if you need one, get in there. If you have a loved one that has been wanting a grill guard or bumper guard, go into Auto Concepts. Auto Concepts has gift certificates. We always talk about the great things you can get there, and you can, but gift certificates, if you don't know what your loved one wants exactly, whether it's a lift kit or remote starter, whatever it is, just get them a gift certificate from Auto Concepts. They are the auto enhancement professionals in Helena. Linda Weyler Jacobsen coming up. The Walk-Up brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes. You've got milled, handcrafted, and timber frame, over 50 years experience. Finest craftsmen available in the state and, I think, in the West. They will travel to your job site. They will take care of you. They are veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, and operated. Check them out. Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Linda Weyler Jacobsen coming up next here on a Tuesday in the Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Tuesday. The segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Bobby Daly is going to step in. The linebackers coach will be the interim defensive coordinator this week against Weber State for the Bobcats with the suspension of Willie Matt Garza. I think Bobby Daly probably will be your defensive coordinator at Montana State next year. Just a guess, hunch, thought. You can weigh in on this show anytime at Jay Walker Sports on the Twitter. You can email Jason at jasonwalkershow.com. Got on this day in history coming up. Also, Montana Rodeo Roundup as well. We are 2 days, less than 48 hours from the start of the National Finals Rodeo down in Las Vegas. Oh, Nelly. It'll be fun. All right, so we told you before the break that our Odd All Concepts Performance of the Week is the University of Montana Athletic Department for finally coming to the realization that, hey, we need to honor Coach Selvig, and it'll be Robin Selvig Court at Dahlberg Arena starting February the 11th. Here to join us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline to talk about it and what it means to the Lady Griz and Griz Athletics as a whole is Linda Weyler Jacobsen on the Jason Walker Show. All right, my friend, it has been a couple of months since I last saw you, which was in Great Falls. You were pretending to watch basketball practice while joking with me. How are you?
I'm doing good. I survived Thanksgiving. No food comas.
Good.
Staying busy and staying warm.
What is your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
Good question. I would say not cleaning up would be my least favorite. And then I love everything homemade, so being in the kitchen. And this year I made a homemade chocolate cream pie in honor of my mom. So that was probably my favorite part this year.
Nice, nice. What else was I going to ask you? I don't remember. That's okay. How's the business? LWJ Productions.
Oh, yeah. It's going really well.
You just sounded like you were from Fargo or something there. Oh, yeah.
I did?
Yes.
I'm not.
No, we all know that.
It's going good. We just had, I just celebrated a couple signings, which is great. So my available 2023s are depleting.
Nice.
So that's fun. It's brand new for me because I've only been doing it since March. So getting to where the athletes get to close out their whole entire recruiting process was a really cool experience. So
take us to the website. What is it again?
LWJvideo.com.
There you go. She will get you signed, kids. She's relentless. She's a redhead. She's relentless.
They got to do a lot of work. But
yes, they do.
I will help.
You will help them,
yeah.
Yes. Exciting news coming out Monday, and that is after years and emails and phone calls and harassment, I feel like you and multiple other former Lady Griz finally got the job done. It will be February, I think, 11th.
11th.
And it'll be Robin Selvig Court officially. That is
official.
It was announced today or on Monday, but man, how unbelievable is that?
Well, it's long overdue, and I know with just everything that he has done for women's basketball, for Montana, for just growing the game and the person that he is, it's probably one of the most exciting things, since hearing about the retirement and all the Lady Griz coming back. I think it's one of the most significant things, I think, for his career. And it's going to be, I hope that people show up and really celebrate it because it's once in a lifetime. He's not going to have this again.
No, and it's great because I think he becomes the 5th coach now in women's basketball in the NCAA to have the court named after them. And, I mean, Pat Summitt. You can't get any bigger than Pat Summitt, and they did that while she was still coaching, at Tennessee. But what a well-deserved honor. And like you said, so long overdue. And even being Bobcats, I think you can, like I am, you can respect what he did and get on board with this decision. I know Tricia Binford was, probably aboard as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'd have to say, and I'm going to start promoting it on my social media, but I hope it's something that everybody can come back for, even past coaches that coached against him and fans of just women's basketball that, respect what he has done, and high school coaches that, maybe had girls come play for him and stuff like that. I hope it's a pretty significant turnout to celebrate somebody that really deserves to have his name on the court.
Yeah, he deserves to have more than just a court, but that's a great start. I'm just going to say it. But, and you and I have known each other a couple years, but I've been pushing for this since he retired, and I don't understand why it took this long. I'm glad that it finally happened. And he's not the kind of guy, Coach Selvig, to go out himself and ask for things like this. So it's pretty amazing what the community and the basketball community has been able to get done.
Yeah, and the announcement, they interviewed him when they sent out that announcement, and he's always been and will always be the most humble person for the amount of success and what he has accomplished. And he said that he's going to enjoy seeing it because it's going to remind him of his past players and teams that he's coached. I mean, he is truly one of the most amazing people, and it's going to be really cool to see it finally there.
Well, it's crazy because he had 511 wins at home.
Yeah, 511-61.
Wow. Cy Young had 511 wins in the majors, and that's a record that'll never be broke. So Robin Selvig and Cy Young together in history.
Yeah, and it will never happen again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would take a long, yeah, it'll never happen.
No, I'm sorry for anybody else that gets in there and tries, but it's not going to happen.
Getting to 100 home wins would be a pretty big deal. That would take about 10 years. So
yeah,
let's focus on
100.
Yeah,
go for the 100.
Focus on 10 at a time. For the record, Pat Summitt, North Carolina State Kay Yao, Texas A&M Gary Blair, and Arkansas Little Rock's Joe Foley are the other four that have women's basketball coaches that have had their name put on the school's court. It's just amazing when you think about, and you and I have talked over the years, and I've talked about him on this show, what he meant to Missoula, what he meant to Montana, what he meant to reservations. I mean, the house that Rob built, I think, maybe really jump-started this a couple of years ago as well, because, Linda, with what they did to get his name out there as well.
Yeah, I think for all of his accomplishments, and then adding on the fact that a movie was made and how successful that movie has been, and that I think it hasn't even hit. I mean, it's gone inside Montana and maybe a little bit outside the borders of Montana, but I don't think it's even out there enough yet for people to really understand, and when they say Robin Selvig, to know who he is. So hopefully this court naming gets out across the borders of Montana, maybe nationally, ESPN, to get it. He's an important name, and he deserves to be recognized with, he's top 10 winningest coach in Division I women's basketball, and he deserves to, people, when they say his name, to be recognized with those same names.
Oh, absolutely. 865 wins just doesn't happen. I mean, you obviously have to have all the players and the support staff, but that guy's the one that led the charge.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of, you can't be a bad coach and get that many wins. He did it, and he did it the right way, and he did it with every single player he coached. It took a lot of time and effort for him to learn about every single player, to understand what made him tick, and then the impact that he made doing it with for instance, a team that was there was a girl from Montana on the entire roster. There wasn't anybody outside the state on a roster, and that was one of the most successful teams in the history of Lady Griz. So he did a lot.
42 42 Big Sky Conference games played on that floor in Dahlberg Arena, 40-2 overall in Big Sky tournament games. At conference tournament, not regular season, just the 40-2.
Yeah, that's not a typo. That's real.
You won a couple of those.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah. Well, you're old. 5'11", 61 overall. I know. 38 careers. And what's great is he gets to be a part of this. And and I, like I said, it should have been done earlier. It should have been done the year he retired or the year after. But kudos to folks like you guys that have pushed this and kept harping on the University of Montana to make this happen.
Yeah, I'm happy to be able to talk about it and say that it actually is happening, and I really respect and appreciate the time that it took to get to this point by the university. I mean, it's something that, yeah, it should have been done a long time ago, but now it's happening, and everything happens for a reason, and it's perfect timing.
It'll be February 11th against Weber State. Hopefully Coach CT, Carla Taylor, can make it back, because they had some good battles for sure in Dahlberg. And I think it's a good choice. Why February 11th, do you think?
I don't know. I was hoping it would be Bobcat Griz, or Griz Bobcats.
No,
I'm
stop.
house divided.
It's Montana, Montana State, Cat Griz. See, each one gets their own name in front at one point. Oh, come on.
Lesson learned. Yeah, I guess it's just a good time. I think they're also doing something the day before. They're supposed to be doing some events coming up. So if people are interested, just stay on social media.
And of course, gogriz.com. Linda Weyler Jacobsen, our guest here, she runs and operates and owns and does everything LWJ Productions. She is a former Lady Griz player. And we're talking about Robin Selvig getting his name on the court in Dahlberg Arena. Okay, you've known about this for a couple weeks, because I think you texted me that night that you found out at a party. Did you cry?
Well, I found out, a little bit ago, and I was sworn to secrecy. But also, I did find out because the house that Rob built. So we're working kind of in unison to make sure that we celebrate Rob for that. So I kind of found out because of my other role.
I found your face when I said that that you told me, and you're like, no, I didn't. I kept it secret. I didn't tell any. I didn't even tell my wife.
I didn't even tell my husband. So
ooh, what's that mean?
We're doing good.
That's right. That's right. So you didn't answer the question though. Did you cry? Yes, you did.
I will, though. No.
You didn't?
No. I was more got out my list and put a check mark by my items to do and gave myself I will leave crying in person because I cannot control my emotions very well. So I probably will cry when it's done on February 11th.
I'd like to make it to that game. I'm really going to try. Because I've been a big proponent, like I said. So maybe I deserve some credit here, too.
Good job.
Because when I had Megan Harrington on to talk about the house that Rob built, and when I had Coach on, I pushed for it. I even brought it up with Tara Vanderveer, the Stanford legendary coach, about why is he not in the Hall of Fame, and why is the court not named after him.
Well, maybe when they do it, they can have a little asterisk on the court that says, "Thank you, Jason Walker."
Yes. Yes, I'm just a small part of that, though. As long as they write it,
a lot of cogs.
As long as they write it in blue and gold.
Oh.
You know what they should do, though? Because you're wearing the old school, like 1979 sweatshirt.
95.
You know what they should do is throwback jerseys that night. The old school button, tearaway pants.
Maybe wear the Converse shoes.
Oh, I think those were or before you, but not much.
We wore them.
Did you?
My freshman year, we wore Converse and copper and gold.
I do think that's a great thing, though. Throwback jerseys. Yes.
I'll make sure I get that off to the people in charge.
Okay, you do that. What do you and I know you've talked to Coach Selvig, but what do you think this really means to him deep down that he won't admit publicly?
Oh, I can't jump into his brain, unfortunately.
You've tried for a long time.
I got in his head while I was playing, and it wasn't good. I don't know. He's so humble. I think it probably means a lot to him, but I think it means probably a lot to his mom, who hopefully can make it to that. And just the fact that the legacy that we know that he left, now it's official, I feel like. So he's always going to be humble about it. It's going to be important to him, but it's going to also mean that he worked hard, and the family that he created, it's kind of all coming together.
It is super cool. Now, will it be Selvig Court or Robin Selvig Court?
I don't know. I'm not a part of that committee. Maybe his middle name too. Depends on how. I mean, it's a long court. It could be.
It's 94 feet. You got to put it on both sides, though.
It needs to be Robin Selvig.
Okay.
I think.
Coach Rob Court.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Robin Selvig Court.
Yeah, and then the next thing is I'm going to get a bronze statue. That's my next goal, a bronze statue out in front.
To have him in his classic pose with the jacket undone and stomping and the tie kind of flying everywhere.
and
pushing up his glasses.
Trish Deuce behind when he whips around the tie and hits her in the face.
Yes. That would be the perfect statue.
That's on my list.
I like that. Are there any statues besides some Griz thing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No.
Even over at the stadium?
That's a really good question. I maybe should go check, but no, I don't think so.
Well, you can't go this weekend because they'll be in Fargo.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, and it's too cold. I don't think there is. I think there's the Hall of Fame stuff, but those are bronze plates. I'm talking like a 9-foot statue.
Yeah,
at least
something like Sonny Holland statue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I know that this has been a big thing on your to-do list. Next step, Hall of Fame, NCAA Basketball Hall of Fame. We still have to make that happen together.
Yeah, if we can get this done, I mean, the confidence that I have in us right now, it's really high.
Right?
Yeah, and we're one for. I mean, we're winning here.
Yeah.
We have no losses.
I know.
So I don't know. They announced it this year, and he wasn't a part of that. He's on the list, which means he met requirements. He's on the master list. But for some reason, they just looked down the list of top 10 winningest coaches for women's basketball and just keep going.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
By the way, I think those other names that I named that have a court named after them are all in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, I would have to. They probably are.
Well, I know Pat Summitt is. I think Gary Blair, Kay Yao is.
Carrie, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully this gets picked up and maybe it pushes them to the top for 2024.
That would be awesome.
But we're running, I mean, how many more people can go in without recognizing that they skipped someone?
Well, they haven't put you in yet.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Have you seen their standards? I'm not even close.
Are you close? Are you in the Griz Hall of Fame?
No.
Why? You won a lot of games. You helped win a lot of games back then.
Okay, do you realize the history and the players that came before and after me that have done? I maybe could go in for fouling out the most or I could maybe go, if they have that as a requirement, maybe. But no, I'm not. And I don't foresee it. But thank you for that vote of confidence.
Well, is one of your teams in? Any of your teams that you played?
No. They haven't done teams from, at least since I've been back. I haven't heard of any of the teams, which is crazy because the All-Montana team should be in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot that should be in there.
What else do we have to do here? I feel like I'm trying to just help the Griz and get smart over here.
They have a lot on their plate, Jason.
Hey, by the way, before I let you go, where were you 2 weeks ago?
Where was I 2 weeks ago?
It was the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
I don't know. Why?
You didn't watch a football game?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did watch. I was here watching a football game that did not go the direction that I had hoped. But that's why they call it a rivalry.
That's right. See, look how well we get along.
I know. And the better team won. That's why it's called a game.
Yep. At the end of the day, it is just a game. There's more life and death things to worry about than a football game.
Yeah, and really, once it gets to postseason, I want to see as many Montana teams.
Oh, don't do that.
Going ahead.
Don't say that.
Because I just like to cheer on Montana teams.
Oh, no. No. Okay. Where did you go to high school again? Were you senior or West?
Go Bronx. Senior.
You were a senior. Okay. Did you want West to do well if you guys didn't do well?
Well, no. I was immature back then. I didn't want anyone to succeed.
Back then? Linda, you forget, you and I have actually spent time in person talking.
Yeah, that was my mistake.
Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, keep up the great work. I know you got to go get your kiddos. Keep up the great work with LWJ Productions. It's always fun when you post something on the social media about a new signee. So congratulations on that. I'm glad it's going really well for you.
Aw, thanks, Jason. Thanks for having me on here. I'm looking forward to February. It can't come soon enough, and I hope you can get there.
I do too. I'm going to try to get Coach Selvig on before that. And I love talking with that guy.
He's the best. People that don't know him are missing out.
Nope. They definitely are. Hey, congratulations on the court too. That's really cool.
Well,
I know you were
help.
on Ken Haslam a lot.
My email was not blocked, so
not
success.
Yet. Yes. Hey, there you go. But congratulations to all former Lady Griz and Coach Selvig. Well-deserved honor. And I know it'll be a very emotional night, but a lot of happiness will be felt that night too, February 11th. Oh, I love
Lady
it.
Griz.
I love it. You got to send me one of those.
I have a couple extra. The rest are in the yard of Robin Selvig when he retired. I think he has a lot of them.
That would be the only Griz thing I have hanging in the studio.
Oh, you need one.
Yes.
I will find, I think I have a couple, and make it to the game, and I'll make sure you get one.
Okay. You're the best. Hey, have fun with the kids. We'll check in soon. How's that?
Thanks for chatting about this.
That is Linda Weyler Jacobsen on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. She's fantastic. I actually, so my idea of the throwback jerseys, I actually want them to do, can I get the picture of it? I found this in the Lady Griz Media Guide, 1978. I think this was the first season. I think those are the uniforms they should wear. Right there. Right? How cool would that be? That's awesome. Who was on that team? Linda Ash, Sherry Cameron, Linda Deeden, Lisa Fisher, Peg Havlovic, Barb Johansson, Susan Phillips, Allison Robb, Cheryl Sandback, Sandy Selvig, Candy Stevens, and Sheila Sullivan. That's the first Lady Griz team. That's what they need to wear. I think they should wear those. By the way, Coach Selvig, 11th all-time. Tara Vanderveer, Stanford, number 1, with all of her wins at Idaho, Ohio State, and then Stanford. Gina Oriema, Pat Summitt, Barbara Stevens, C. Vivian Stringer, Sylvia Hatchell, Muffet McGraw, Jim Foster, Jody Conrad, Andy Yosinoff, who would have passed Coach Selvig last year, and then Robin Selvig is 11th, ahead of a couple other guys, Gary Blair and Joe Foley, that have courts named after them already. So, and Kay Yao is 30th all time in wins as of the end of last season. So, congratulations, Coach Selvig, man, that is awesome. Quick break, we'll come back. More Jason Walker Show coming up.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. So just doing some checking, Robin Selvig is still 10th for Division I coaches, all-time wins. The guy, Andy Yalzanoff, ahead of him is at Emmanuel of Massachusetts, which is a D3 program. So Selvig's 865 wins, still 10th all-time for D1 coaches. By the way, we just had Linda Weyler Jacobsen on. I found, hold on, where's it at? Check out that. That is Linda Weyler Jacobsen from her playing days. Oops, where's it at? There we go. What am I doing here? Oh, goodness. That was her freshman year. I sent her a picture of that just now, and she's like, what the heck? How'd you find that? And I said, I Googled Lady Griz uniforms 1977, and her picture popped up. She's not that old. Oh, but she is fantastic. See, Cats and Griz can get along. Speaking of getting along, the next 10 days, starting Thursday, it'll be the National Finals Rodeo. This Montana Rodeo Roundup brought to you by Mark LaRoe Photography. Got some people with local connections. Ty Erickson, Timmy Sparing, who we've had on the show, Chase Brooks, Lisa Lockhart going back, Clay Tryon with Montana in there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time, and it all starts Thursday night on the Cowboy Channel. National Finals Rodeo. By the way, speaking of Mark LaRoe Photography, who brings us our Montana Rodeo Roundup, his new calendars are out, the 2023 Cowboys and Cowgirls of Western Montana, Scenic Montana, and also Horses of Montana. So make sure you go to marklaroephotography.com to get those ordered. National Finals Rodeo. Oh, it's upon us, my friends. Cannot wait for this year. I'll actually be in Great Falls Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I'll be watching it after basketball and wrestling. But you can go to Cowboy Channel and get all the stream information, where you can watch it, how you can watch it, all that fun stuff. National Finals Rodeo, man. It's the best. And good luck to all the Montanans. Oh, Caleb Bennett, by the way, in there as well. He's now Tremont, Utah, but now Corvallis claims him because he lives there. So very, very cool. Very cool. Let's see here. Ooh, what is this? People started a thing here. Huh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, so there you go. Let's see here. Talked about the finals. Let's do On This Day in History. It's November 29th. Electronic Greetings Day is also National Day of Giving. 1934, the first Thanksgiving football game nationally televised. The first NFL game broadcast nationally. Chicago Bears beat Detroit 1916. 1972 on this date, co-founder of Atari, Nolan Bushnell, releases the very first commercially successful video game. Andy Capp's Tavern in Sunnyvale, California. Anybody want to guess what very first video game was? Pong. James J. Braddock, Cinderella Man, died on this date in 1974 at the age of 69. A couple of things that happened on this day in history.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. It is a good time as any to get in for dinner tomorrow night and check out Pasta Zydeco on a chilly day. Sounds so good. Mentioned I'll be up in Great Falls this weekend. We've got Frontier Conference basketball starting on Thursday, and Providence hosting MSU Northern in the men's and women's basketball, 5 and 7. Frontier Conference going this weekend as well. And then Friday and Saturday at McLaughlin Center in Great Falls, a very fun event. The Battle of the Rockies, duels and tournament. So the women will have women's wrestlers from all over Canada, Northwest, in a tournament on Friday for the Battle of the Rockies. They will duel Saturday beginning at about 4 or 5 at night. And then the guys will duel, guys teams from all over, on Friday after the women's tournament. And then the guys duels will run on, or tournament will run on Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. both days. It's going to be a lot of great, if you're into wrestling and good college wrestling, no better place to be than this weekend up in Great Falls at the McLaughlin Center. So make sure you stop in and check that out. So thanks to Linda Weyler Jacobsen for joining us. Always fun. Tomorrow, who knows? Alex Eshelman is scheduled. Talk about the Bobcats, Weber State, Griz at North Dakota State. It's going to be a fun one. Hey, bundle up. And if you don't know the story of this Christmas tree, I will tell you tomorrow. It's pretty cool. Like, it's old. And we'll tell you about it tomorrow. Thanks to you. Thanks to all the great tweets, emails, all around encouragement and support. And, of course, our sponsors couldn't do it without you. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'll do it again tomorrow. Happy Tuesday. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.